So we are making aloo capsicum, potato capsicum curry, sabji. Okay. So I've taken 2 big potatoes. This will serve 4 portions. Okay. So you can make it and use the leftovers for next day. 2 big potatoes. I have 4 bell peppers, but you can use 3. I just had 2 small and 2 big, so I'm using 4 of them. You can use 2 to 3 tomatoes, depending on the size of the tomato, but 2 to 3. 3 green chilies and ginger. Those are the 5 ingredients. Potatoes, we'll peel and dice them. So after peeling your potatoes, you wash them because there's usually mud or something, and then you dice them into smaller pieces like this size. Okay, and as you do that, make sure you have some cold water in a pan so that by the time you do other things, the potatoes don't go red on you. So that I'm going to chop onions and green chilies and grate ginger, but Niyati, since you have chopper, you can just chop them in your chopper, like fine chop. Okay, actually I meant tomatoes. Okay, so all you need is, I'm cutting them into small pieces, but you can chop your tomatoes, green chilies and ginger in your chopper. We'll start making the base. This type of base is used in mostly all Indian vegetables. Okay, so I take the pan and I put some oil in it, same just to cover the base of the oil, pretty much 4 to 5 tablespoons. Okay, it will be medium. Or 1/8 little bit of hing. Let the oil get warm a little bit. And cumin, 3 teaspoons cumin, 3 to 4. You can put 4 also. Get a little bubbly. You'll hear the sound, cling sound. Then you put your tomato, green chili and ginger chopped into the pan. And now we are going to put your masalas. You need haldi, turmeric, 1.5 teaspoons. Okay. You need 4 to 5 teaspoons. Okay. This gives good taste to your food, so don't be shy in that. 4 to 5 teaspoons. Okay. You already have green chili, so you can put a little bit of red chilies. Okay, not too much. You have amchur powder, which is the dried mango powder. So you want 1 teaspoon of that. Salt, 4¼ spoon, or you can adjust according to your taste. Okay. You all-purpose masala, but if you have all-purpose masala, then you can put 1 spoon of that too. Put all the masalas. You just mix them nicely and let it cook for a little bit. You will see tomatoes all crush them as you cook so that tomatoes are blended with the spices and will make a base. Now this is a standard base for most of Indian vegetables. So you can do potato capsicum, potato cauliflower, or just potatoes, anything. But this is the base for most of the dried potato and green beans, potato cauliflower, potato capsicum, bell pepper. You drain out the potatoes so that you can, there's not much water in it. okay, in the base. You don't have to cook the base too much. Just as the base is cooking, then you can. So as your base is cooking for like a minute or so, then you put potatoes in it and you mix them. Again, remember the fire is at medium, okay? Then, as it cooks, because bell peppers don't take too much to cook, potatoes take longer to cook. So in the meantime, potatoes are getting cooked. We're just going to cut our bell peppers into dices and we'll mix them with potatoes and we should be pretty much done.
3.
So Nidhi, I've decided to use 2 bell peppers, like the big ones, or 2 small one and 1 big one, because otherwise there'll be too much bell pepper. Okay. So this is the size of the dices, and this is 2 of my small bell peppers and 1 big bell pepper. That's what I've decided to use. So about like 2 big bell peppers. So now your potatoes have been cooking for about 5 minutes till I cut the bell pepper, but so far your potatoes have been cooking for about 5 to 6 minutes. You stir them, okay, so that they don't stick at the bottom of the pan. Don't worry if it's sticking a little bit, it will come off later, okay, but your potatoes are cooking. You add your diced bell peppers in here. So that everything is mixed properly. Very fast, but it is okay. And your potatoes had already been cooking for about 5 to 6 minutes. So you cook for another 10 to 15 minutes depending on when your potatoes are cooked. And I will show you later how to check if the potatoes are cooked or not, right? And I try to cut it with my little spoon. It doesn't cut, which means the potatoes are still not cooked properly. So like if I push them in the potato, it's not cutting through easily. So potatoes still need to be cooked. So you mix everything and let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Go.
So about after 5 to 6 minutes, I know you're supposed to cook about 10 to 15, but after 5 to 6 minutes, you need to stir a little bit so that it's even cooking from the bottom to the top, okay? So just stir it a little bit so that the masala doesn't get stuck at the bottom so much. So that's even cooking all across. So every 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes, check. And the way, like I told you to check the potatoes, all we're doing is trying to get the potatoes cooked. So see, it's still not cutting. It's cutting through, but not very easily. So there's still a little bit left. So another 5-10 minutes, okay? 5-6 minutes.
Go.
So if you have fresh coriander, you can chop that to put as garnish. There might be a little water, so you can cook without the lid at the end to get rid of the water. Otherwise, it should be a dry preparation like this. With just, and to see if the potatoes are cooked or not, here's a big potato, not a small one but a bigger one, and your kutchi should just go through it like so easily to cut it. See, it just cuts it easily. Oops. I'll show you another one. It just cuts easily in here, okay? So that means your potatoes are cooked. You can just check. See, it just cuts very easily with your spoon, okay? That means your sabji is ready. You put green coriander as garnish, and your sabji is done.